class today, you guys. We got a great one for you. So starting with the warm-up, if you haven't gotten moving yet, get outside, move for 3 to 4 minutes, jogging, biking, whatever you have available, and then let's get back in and we'll get started on our warm-up. So we're gonna start with a Samson lunge. So stepping forward, reaching up and back with those fingers interlocked, just alternating steps. And let's do 3 or 4 on each side. Making sure to spend a second or two in that reach. From here, stay in that lunge position. And we're going to drop into our instep stretch. Go ahead and press it back in a down dog and switch legs for that other instep. Back to downward dog. Hold that down dog. And we're going to come back to tall plank and do some shoulder taps. Back to downward dog. Pedal feet this time. Holding that down dog. Back to our tall plank for shoulder taps. Get about 5 each side there, and then we're gonna hop up and go into some air squats. One of these nice and slow this time. So 3-second countdown in the air squat, 1 second pause, and then up quick. So 1, 2, 3, and then back up quick. We're gonna do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, back up. 3, 4, and 5. All right, 20 mountain climbers, get the blood flowing just a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna call that good for our warm-up. If you need to do that one more time, feel free to start the video back over. We're gonna need our dumbbell or kettlebell ready. Upper body is first. All right, back here for build part 1, upper body segment is first. So we've got our dumbbell ready or kettlebell ready. 3 exercises for today. The first one is a floor press in bridge. So running through that really quick, we have our bridge position, meaning we're in this hip bridge. We'll need our dumbbell. And from here, in that hip bridge, we're gonna press up like the top of a bench press, slowly lowering back down, keeping the elbow close to the body until it touches the floor, and then back up. Now, important to understand, we're not letting the dumbbell, the elbow rest on the ground and then pressing back up. We're just gonna tap and then go right back in. I'm staying on my heels, squeezing my glutes and my core, keeping everything tight. 3-second countdown, and then press up. We're gonna do 10 on each arm. So it should be about a total of 30 to 40 seconds worth on each arm. And we're gonna switch over to our pulling exercise, which is an upright row today. So in that upright row, standing nice and tall, single arm, we're gonna do 10 each side, and back down. So that elbow goes up high and outside, and down. Now, keeping everything stable here, or straight up and down, not leaning side to side. That's key right there. We're gonna be working with the midsection a little bit in this one too. And then our last exercise is the half push-up hold. Trying to get to 15 seconds here. So what we're doing is going to our push-up position, dropping back down into halfway, and holding for 15 seconds. We're gonna take 3 rounds of that, and then we're gonna be moving on to our lower body segment. So take your time, remember, focus on those movements, focus on the tempo there. Hey, all right, we're back for the lower body segment for build today. 3 rounds again. We've got a cyclist squat as our first exercise. So you're gonna need something to elevate your heels on. There's a different variation of the squat where you need something that's 1 inch to 2 inches tall. So I have a plate here. Other things that'll work would be like a 2x4, or if you have a small ledge. Some of you guys have those wedges, and then also using something like a book from your bookshelf. Whatever you do to get your feet elevated, your heels elevated just a little bit in this one. What this is going to do is allow us to really overload our quads and make this a quad dominant exercise. So we're going to load this a little bit. This isn't something you do with a ton of weight, but again, for what we're doing right now at a tempo with a little bit lighter weight, is a great way to kind of challenge the quad muscles. So we'll need that plate or something that you get your heels up onto. You'll need your dumbbell, and we're gonna do 10 reps at 3-second count down. So 3-second tempo down is feet together pretty close. Just the heels up on the plate there, up on the ledge. And it's 1, 2, 3, and then back up. 1, 2, 3, and then back up, all right? Now, all the mechanics of a normal squat will kind of play into this as well. We still want the feet tracking, or the knees tracking over the feet there, even though we're pretty much straight ahead. We want to make sure we keep our nice vertical torso, so we're not rounding the bottom or relaxing the bottom, so don't go so low down there that you lose that tension in your lower back. The next exercise that we have is a loaded wall sit. So you'll need your kettlebell or dumbbell, find a place against the wall. Remember, 90-degree angle, sit, hold that dumbbell or kettlebell right on your chest in the goblet position. If you can't make it 30 seconds, drop the weight down, just do a body weight one. And then for our final exercise, we've got a isometric glute bridge hold. We're gonna do single leg, 30 seconds on each side. So you can use your plate or a bench or something to elevate if you want. I'm just gonna do it on the plate right here. So the higher up you get, the more challenging this gets. And I'm gonna go 30-second hold right here, driving that heel down into the ground and holding here. All right? You're gonna feel this in your hamstring and your glute. Get 30 seconds on each side. Take your time getting through these again. That's gonna be your lower body segment for today. We'll come back and have some midline stuff to finish up with. All right, we're back for part 3, midline segment of build here. We need a dumbbell or kettlebell for this one. The first exercise is a plank pass-through. We're gonna do 5 each way, a total of 10. So the plank pass-through, dumbbell goes on the side of your body, right underneath that window created between your arm and your hip. And we're gonna reach through, bring it across. Reset your plank, reach through, bring it across. Now, as you're moving that weight, we're trying to minimize any twisting or movement in the torso. So we're trying to stay as flat as possible to the ground. Obviously, the heavier you go with these, the harder it's gonna be. If you don't have a weight that works really, really well for this, using something like a backpack or any small kind of object will get you to move and stabilize just as much. So you don't even need a lot of weight to get some benefit out of this one. So grab a soda can or whatever you guys have and just use that target to move back and forth. So that's our first exercise. The second one that we're going to be doing is the floor wiper. So find some space. You can use the dumbbell or kettlebell if you'd like to anchor yourself down and anchor your arms there on like a post, or you can do it with just reaching your hands out wide. We're gonna do 5 each way. So I'm gonna go out wide. We're gonna start by sweeping our feet out, and we're gonna try to keep everything as close to the ground as we can. Nice and slow here. Keep the shoulders and everything flat. We're gonna do 5 each direction there. And then for our last one, we're gonna do a cross-body RDL. So this has some rotational aspect to it. I'm gonna show you guys this exercise. With a dumbbell, you do this with a kettlebell, but we don't wanna load these very heavy. As we cross our body, we're getting some twisting there in the midsection. That's okay at a lighter weight. When we're out of the gym, we're not always moving perfectly, so it's a good idea to have some of this stuff worked in. However, it's not something we would do with any appreciable amount of weight, so you want to make sure that you never lift this way if you're doing something heavy, and that you take your time and brace, and you set up really well for these. So I've got the dumbbell set up on the outside of my area of base, which would be my feet here. I'm just gonna reach down across and lift. We're gonna go 5 on each way, nice and slow. And you guys will see me kind of twisting there and reaching to the outside of my body. Make sure we're moving nice and slow. Show it an angle here. Okay? Now, like I said, not ideal positions for a lot of weight. You're gonna get a little round, a little twist in there. That's okay, we're working some different muscles. Just be aware of that. Move nice and slow. Use a weight that's appropriate for you on that one. All right? Those three times through, and then we're done for the day. Nice work.